everybody. Dan Oliver here, talking with PBSO Corrections Deputy Kenneth Torrence about the Muck City Showdown. It's basketball. It's Glade Central against Pahokee. You are the coach of Glade Central. Tell me how this came about.
Well, I approached my supervisor, which is Scott Scrivener over the PAL program, Police Athletic League, and I said, hey, why don't we do something different, to bring something more additive to the program of basketball. They have the Muck Bowl, which they have a trophy that the winning team gets that trophy. Let's do the same thing in basketball and let PAL be the sponsor. And he was like, hey, that's a good idea, so let's do it. And I said, hey, but also we want to add a second trophy, which is an MVP trophy to the most valuable player of the game. And so we did both trophies, and at the conclusion of the game, we'll see who takes home the team trophy and the MVP.
So there were two games this season, and we're not going to give you the results yet because we're going to take a look at the games right now. And we're going to go through them. Here's the tip-off, game one. And you'll see that James Blackman controls the tip-off here.
Well, what we like to do during the tip-off is we like to attack before the defense gets set up. Our goal is to win the tip.
And you can see the Blue Devils trying to work it in here.
Well, we're playing a 3-2 zone, an active 3-2 zone, where we like to keep movement and to keep our hands wide. Also on that transition of offense, we want to get the ball quickly inside before the defense gets set up. So we like to be on the attack mode all the time.
And Willie Jones was fouled there by Demetrius Moore of Pahokee. Let's mention at this point the Blue Devils coach, Kirkpatrick, who had his team ready to play this game. Definitely did.
Yes, Coach Patrick is an outstanding coach. I watched him growing up playing the game, and also watched him coaching.
Had a nice three-pointer right there.
Yeah, that three-pointer was knocked down by James Blackman, which is our starting point guard at 6'5". And he's a junior, so he'll be returning back again for me next year.
All right, so now you can see the score 4-0, 6:33 left in the first quarter. And your team comes up with the ball again.
There's Devontae Burton with the rebound, and he got fouled before we can get out in transition, because what we look to do is if we get the rebound, we want to get out and run. Have a team for the athletic kids, and we like to get up and down the court.
And you saw the nice three-pointer there as well. So now,
Pahokee is setting up in their press. We're in our press offense. Our job here is to move the ball quickly, to get the ball down court. And as you can see, Devontae Burton held the ball longer than what I teach them to do, and it created a turnover.
So Pahokee with the ball back now. And that's Jimmy Gray, number 3. Number 15 you see there is Tyron Arnett.
Yes, Tyron Arnett is an outstanding young man. He's an outstanding student and player for Pahokee.
And I've noticed at times your team playing some really good defense in this game.
Yeah, well, I'm a defensive-minded coach. Everything in our practice starts with defense first. So I tell my kids we want to play aggressive but under control.
All right, so the ball belongs to Pahokee once again here. That's Kennard Smith.
As we had him trapped in the corner, but we let him out, and as you see, Arnett attacking the basket, and we getting up with the turnover. Willie Jones is pushing it down like we like to do, and attacking the basket and get the bucket.
And a nice job by Jones there inside. Let's take a look at that again. Nice control. And makes the tough little shot there. And there you are, providing some inspiration. Known by his players as Coach T.
Yes, just giving a little direction there to my point guard, James Blackman, what we want to do. Willie Jones again on the fast break, looking to get the ball up court quickly so we can be on the attack mode. We missed a couple of, easy bunnies there. They call layups.
And it looks like Renardo Benjamin is, that is actually Jimmy Gray who goes down hard. Clean foul. but he's going to take a couple of minutes to recover from that.
And Jimmy Gray is also a kid that, you know, attended our camp over the summer, which was the Tri-City basketball camp, you know, sponsored by PAL.
Bucket there by Renardo Benjamin. Nice pass there inside off of the inbounds.
Yeah, he was able to look off the defense and make a nice pass as he had a kid cut into the basket, something that we work on for us protecting the basket, what we call head in the hole.
So there's 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter here. And coming up after this play, Coach T, you're going to have some words for your team. So let's take a listen. I think we're going to have a timeout here. Well, not quite yet. Coming up, though. You can see 6-4. There's the timeout. And let's listen in.
Hey, calm down. Ho. Listen. We're right here. There's no pressure. It has to go quick. We have to look middle, okay? He working sideline. Look, Supreme working sideline, okay? Ball got to swing quick.
No,
middle.
Wait, the ball here. He got to come up.
He got to come. Exactly. You're right. Hey, guys, the ball has to move quick. Come on, baby. When the ball, I know, but he went there, you have to drop. You can't sell him out. Yeah.
All right, we are back to action, and I got to say, you're very mild-mannered off the basketball court, but you do get intense, don't you, on there?
Yeah, I get excited. I'm the leader for my kids, and and I just like to keep them encouraged and motivate them, and just tell them to go out and have fun. Most important, and play hard. You know?
And looks like the ball's going to belong to Glades here.
No,
actually, changes his mind.
Yeah, actually, Pahokee ball there. I thought it was out on Pahokee as well, but the referee saw it differently, and the game continued on.
Looks like he changed his mind there. Yeah. And there's the feed, and that is Roberson, or Gray with the three-pointer.
Yeah, as you can see, Willie Jones was late getting out there and didn't get a hand up on the shooter. And the kid had a wide open look at a three-pointer, and he knocked it down.
Nice little play coming up here. Drive is going to be rejected. And a nice rebound. And he'll take it all the way in for the left-handed scoop, Roberson. Nice play.
Yeah, Roberson is only in the 8th grade playing for Pahokee. He's their starting point guard. He has a lot of potential. He's a great kid, great student. He's overall good player for Coach Kirkpatrick.
Your Raiders come back. There's a nice three-pointer. That was Blackman with the three.
As James Blackman, he has a nice touch. He has a nice shot. When he squares up and does everything right, he's capable of knocking it down.
And that was Tyron Arnett, who answers there with a nice bucket inside.
Which is also an outstanding player for Coach Kirkpatrick, and as well as an outstanding student.
Glades gets it back here, trailing 13-9. And a foul.
Yes, James Blackman got fouled on the shot, so he'll go to the free throw line where he ended up with 2 free throws. And with this ball club, our strength is we're not really strong as a perimeter shooting team, but we're very athletic and we attack the basket very well. And that's what I coach them up to do, to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, pass, cut, and continue to move throughout the game.
Blackman was not close on that first free throw effort. Let's see how it goes here. That one just bounces out. And we're getting near the end of the first quarter here. Long three is not going to make it. Okay, time running down, and Brian George ends the first quarter for Glades They now trail 13-9, and Coach T have a little something to say.
Hey, listen. If they here, right? Well, this is us. We have to go box, okay? And spread it out. They got guys right here. We have to go box, all right? We look in the middle and looking down the side, okay? But the ball has to move. Now on the press, all right? We have to move the ball quick, guys. Come on now.
Okay, so after one, your team trails by 4. What are you thinking at this point? We heard the instructions that you gave them.
Well, first of all, we need to cut down on our turnovers, you know, and also stop their transition on offense. That means getting back on defense and cutting off the lanes, because they got a couple of drives inside on us because we wasn't in place where we should have been. You know, so if we can cut down on our turnovers, get into our press offense and move the ball and continue on the attack mode on the offensive end.
Okay, well, let's continue now with second quarter action. Okay, so we begin the second quarter, and Pahokee with the ball. And a little rebound, and off the glass shot there. That's Tavian Morgan who got the bucket for the Blue Devils.
It's a missed block out there, boxing out by James Blackman to allow that offensive rebound.
And now Pahokee with a big steal here, and in for the dunk on Kevius McFadden.
And Mr. McFadden is only a sophomore, and he finished well. You know, that's how you're supposed to finish at the basket.
Take another look at it. And that gets the crowd going, you can hear. And this gives Pahokee a little bit of momentum, so time for your guys to step it up.
Yeah, we have to cut down on the turnovers, you know, and take good shots also, you know, and stay with the game plan. You know, we can't allow the crowd to get us out of the game plan, what we put in place for us to do against this Pahokee team.
So Pahokee bringing it out now.
That's a quick
And
turnover.
the steal.
And,
And a nice scoop for 2 there. That was DeJuan Miller.
yeah, DeJuan Miller is an outstanding sophomore. You know, excellent student in the classroom, and looking for big things, you know, in the future from DeJuan Miller.
And there you see, nice control. And lays it in for 2. So back come the Blue Devils. Battling for the rebound.
Offensive rebound once again, you know, we're not boxing out.
McFadden gets it, and now the lead is 9 points. So we're going to move a little bit more forward now in the second quarter.
As you see, we're not getting much movement on the offensive end. You know, we're standing around. That's not what we do. You know, we have to, you know, pass, cut, and move, you know, to attack the defense.
Burden missed the 3 there. And now Glades with a rebound, pushing it forward. Nice inside pass, but it's blocked. And there was a foul.
It was a good play. We got the ball out like we want to, and got it up the court. It was a good play also by Pahokee, being able to recover. Blocked the shot, but we ended up with the foul.
So on the line is Burden again. There's the first one.
It's a good shot, you know, something that we needed at this time.
And off the inbounds, the turnover. And the nice put in there.
That's one of my outstanding sophomores, DeJuan Miller.
And McFadden tried the dunk that got the nice bounce and goes in. Take a look again.
McFadden with James Blackman going in to block the shot, but he wasn't able to keep the ball from going in the basket.
So McFadden on the line now, and it's 25-20. So a tight game still here in the first half. And then McFadden again with the steal, and he'll score. And this is where your good coach will call the timeout and talk to his players. And that's what Coach T does right here. Let's listen.
Listen, guys, we have to stay together. Okay, we get in a rush. What we said about the press, middle, side, and back. If middle's not there, guys, if side's not there, just throw it back. And reverse the ball to the other side and let's get a look from that side. Exactly. All right, come up a little bit. Okay, come up a little bit, right? Make them guys, hey, come up so you can squeeze them. Then you can get your pass over there. All right, but you got to stay back for ball reversal. Okay, come on. Go.
Well, that was a much-needed timeout because we didn't want the ball game to get away from us and Pahokee have all the momentum. So I just wanted to settle my kids down and let us get back to playing basic basketball.
Zatavian Morgan again inside there. That made it 30-20, 10-point game.
Well, another turnover and they getting out, but we end up hustling and getting it right back.
And coming up, here's where we had a little bit of controversy. Not quite yet. Pahokee scores again. And now your players getting a little frustrated here.
I just want them to settle down and stay with it. That's Brian George on the attack. Brian is actually a senior, and he's he's my most solid player.
The replay there from earlier where McFadden stole the ball and then turned it into a Blue Devil bucket. But now on the line, number 10,
missed free throw again.
George.
It's good movement by the ball with Pahokee,
But your Raiders get it back. Now going in for a dunk here, it's going to be rejected, and here's where we have a little controversy. Some words exchanged between the two players there, and a technical foul is called on one of your players, and this is one of those coachable moments. And let's listen in to see, after this you can see, goes in, he's fouled. And then at some point, someone shared some unsavory words, and that's when the refs call a T, and Coach T has something to say to his players about it. Let's listen.
We stepped in, man, but no, he still said something to Blue. He stepped in to say something to him. That was 10. He called him a P, punk A-double-S. But we're not going to put up with that. All right, we're trying to keep control of the game.
When the play is over, I told you guys in the locker room, let the official handle the game, man. Getting taxed, blowing our game, son. That's uncalled for.
All right, so both teams will get their free throws.
Play in between this rectangle. The things you're taught, man, this is life lessons you're learning here. This is life lessons you're learning here. Come here. How you doing, sir? That's life lessons, man. I tell you, do you see me going after these guys? You don't see me going after them, and I'm your coach. If I have a question to ask them, I'll say, Mr. Ref. And if I'm not sure of the call, or if I want to explain something, I'll say, Mr. Ref, would you tell him what he did wrong so he'll learn? But guess what? You coming out of this, it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for.
Okay, so some strong words for your team, but a teachable moment, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what we do as coaches. Our job is to constantly, teach life lessons, because eventually these kids gonna move away from us, and hopefully they have some other coach that they will, be up under, and he will continue to teach them. But we want to make sure that they take something away from us along with them to give the coach something to work with.
Sure. So a nice drive in there by number 1 for Pahokee. That's Kennard Smith. Turnover and a foul. We're getting close to the end of the first half here.
Yeah, right now we're just trying to make sure we keep the game close, you know, so we can go in at halftime and make some adjustments and come out and hopefully we can, you know, pull it out. You know, but just want to keep my kids settled down, and they're getting a little excited right now.
Jermaine Roberson there on the free throw line.
Yeah, he's a nice little player, you know. For an 8th grader, man, he had great poise. You know, he controls the show for the coach over there at Pahokee, and doing a tremendous job for him. You know, as I say, he's only an 8th grader.
And nice rebound in there. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound again, though, and that one will drop.
It's Brian George with the finish there, and something we needed, you know, to give our kids an opportunity to stay focused and stay in the game.
All right, so winding down the first half here.
Now what we want to do here is we just don't want to let them get a bucket. You know, we want to limit them from scoring, you know, until halftime, you know. So we want to play good, solid team defense. You know, what I teach them is see man and see ball, you know, and stay together, and you're out there playing good, solid team defense.
And playing for the last shot of the half, obviously. And is going to draw the foul.
And that's something that we didn't want. You know, we don't want to foul in that situation there. We just want to play good, solid defense, keep them off the line, and go into halftime so we can regroup.
We telling you to get
So
up.
another teachable moment.
We tell you got to get up. He stayed. Hey, baby, listen. Baby, listen. He stayed right there and dribbled. Man, so he keep pushing you on. Hey, listen to the referee. He's teaching you. Come on. You guys think you know everything. Listen to him. James, all we telling you is to get up. You got to challenge.
I hear y'all saying multiple things. I don't know if you're saying go up or just put your hand out.
Okay, I would tell you. Yeah, but we're saying get up and then get a hand at him so we can get the 5-second count going. That's all, baby.
And that, well, almost will bring an end to the first half. Just a couple seconds left here. Blackman to George. And the long shot does not go, and that is the end of the first half. Pahokee with a 42-27 lead over your Glade Central Raiders at the half. So, down by 15. Not looking good for the home squad right now. What did you tell your kids at halftime?
Well, at halftime I told them, okay, well, you know, Pahokee, you know, came out and they played well. You know, they're up right now, but it's our job to go out and win the second half. They won the first half. It's our job to go win the second half. And how we're going to do that is playing together, staying together, you know, playing team ball. You know, at every break we always say, it's, you know, family on 3, 1, 2, 3, family. Okay, now it's that time to come together as a family and show that we are a family. And we can get this done by playing Raider basketball.
And that way is creating turnovers and buckets off the turnovers. And we're going to see that that's exactly what they do to make this a closer game in the third quarter. So let's pick up third quarter action now from the Muck City Showdown. Pahokee. And a nice steal right off of the inbounds.
Something that we talked about in the locker room, you know, hey, we need to create steals, you know, and turnovers on their part and limit the ones on our part.
And Devontae Burton gets fouled as he goes in, trying to score 2 after that. So let's see if he can take advantage and make the free throws. That one is just off. Important to make these free throws. They can make a difference. So he makes the second one. And your team's going to go with pressure again here.
Because we're in a full court pressure, man to man. You know, we need to create some turnovers. It's James Blackman with the defensive rebound, so now we're coming up the court.
42-28, you can see. Launching the three, no good. Rebound Pahokee.
And that's something at that time we didn't, you know, we don't want and don't need. We just need to stay together and attack. You know, be on attack mode, going to the basket.
And there's a turnover off of the pass. And off the rebound. Nice bucket. Willie Jones on the receiving end there.
Yeah, pass from James Blackman. No, I'm sorry, Sapri. That was Sapri Renville with the pass up to Willie Jones.
And takes it in.
Well, you know, here we missed another foul shot, you know, and I tell the kids, hey, every shot you take, you know, is an important shot. You know, when you get a chance to go to the free throw, focus on the front of the rim and knock them down.
But gets a second chance here off of the misses. And he's going to put in the rebound. Nice
Willie
job.
Jones. Yeah, nice follow up by Willie Jones. You know, we got 2 offensive rebounds there, and Willie Jones, you know, made good on it.
So I think coming up here, we're going to see yet another steal. Well, they get the ball off of the deflection there, the block.
It's James Blackman pushing it, you know, and taking it all the way to the basket and end up getting a foul. So the key thing out of this now that you earn the foul, you're coming up with 2 free throws, we need to make them. You know, we need to make our foul shots.
And he makes...
Oh, I'm sorry, he did get the and one.
Yeah.
He got the and one, so
Yeah.
he scored the basket and made the free throw, which was good.
And now your team has whittled the lead to 10 from 15. So the pressure is working.
Well, yeah, we came up with full court pressure there and created a steal, so we get the ball back, and now we on the offensive end. As you see, Brian George with the attack, but Pahokee with a nice block.
Nice D by Pahokee there. And the bucket doesn't go, but he will get fouled. That's number 25. That's Jermaine Roberson, who we talked about already. He's having a good game.
Yes, he has a lot of potential, that young man, you know, and a wonderful kid, you know, as you can see with that brilliant smile, you know, only in an 8th grader. I really like him, I really do. But I'm quite sure Coach is glad to have him, because I wouldn't mind having him down at Glade Central.
And that is one thing. They do have a little more depth than your team at this point. A fairly young team like yours as well.
Yes. We have a mixture of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and only 3 seniors.
Nice pass there to Burden inside.
So what we want to do here now, we want to create some turnovers and also push the tempo a little bit here. Even though we're not that deep, but you know, we're behind and we need to create turnovers and also get some easy buckets off the turnovers.
All right, taking a look at the replay there. A nice pass inside for the 2. Steal it again. Foul, and it's good.
Devontae Burden, you know, he's a strong player for us. You know, he loves going to the basket. As you can see, his game is attacking the rim, and he goes aggressively and look to score the basket. You know, and takes on the contact. He's a football player, wide receiver for the football team. So contact, taking on contact is nothing new to that young man.
So the Raiders doing what they need to do here to get back into the game. A lot of defensive pressure, getting the turnovers, and then converting those turnovers. But Pahokee answers again. Nice bucket inside there.
Yeah, nice inside bucket by Mr. McFadden.
So the lead is 10 again. The foul, and basket will not count. But that's going to bring one of your players to the line again.
Yes, Mr. Willie Jones. So hopefully we can get these free throws. You know, we earning a trip to the free throw line. Just make good on, well, I guess it wasn't a free throw. He called it on the floor.
Right. Nice move inside. Take another look at that.
Willie Jones with a drive on the inbounds play, going all the way and letting his floater, shooting his floater and making good on it.
So 47-39 now. An 8-point game, still very much within reach. But Pahokee here is going to go on a little run of their own. Tavian Morgan hits the jumper.
Yeah, this what we got to do. We have to stop them from scoring on the defensive end and convert on the high end as well for us. But we can't give up easy baskets like that and expect to get back into the ball game.
And that was Kennard Smith finishing off that one to make it a 12-point Blue Devil lead. Back comes Blackman, and he is fouled.
As you see, good sportsmanship by both teams there, where the Pahokee player helped, you know, James Blackman up off the floor, and that's what we teach. That's what both coaches teach. You know, hey, you know, we want you to compete, play hard, but also be respectful and show good sportsmanship.
All right, so Blackman on the line, shooting 2.
Another missed foul shot. Something that we work on in practice, and it's not a favorite thing of the kids, you know, but as coaches, you know how important it is to be able to make foul shots.
See if he can make the next one, and he does.
He did. Great job by James Blackman.
So now Pahokee coming back, trying to beat that press. And a nice jumper there. Roberson hits for 2 more.
Yeah, as I told you before, he's a solid point guard. As you can see, there was 2 Glade Central defenders back there. Nobody stepped up to stop the ball. And as you teach your guards, hey, don't nobody step up and stop the ball. You go all the way, you know, to the bucket and, you know, look to score the basket. And he did that.
And Brian George fouled there. Makes the free throw.
We have a trap going on right here, and Pahokee coach called a timeout.
And I believe it's time for Coach T to address his troops one more time.
Let's attack, man. When we have it, we go. We don't. Let's run our stuff, man. But defensively, when we score, we gotta push up here. Okay? So listen. All right. Let's go right here. Family on 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Family. Come on.
So DeJuan Miller on the line here for you, Coach.
Yes, there's a unique story behind DeJuan Miller. That I promised his grandmother when he first came into high school, you know, that I would see him through, you know. So he's a sophomore, and I have 2 more years with him, and he's doing fine. Excellent student, high GPA in the 3.5 area, and good kid, you know. So been knowing DeJuan Miller grandmother when I was a little kid. She's very good friends with my mom, who is deceased now, but you know, she said, hey, you're a good role model for him, so I want you to take him under your wings.
So Pahokee at this point up by 14 with just a little over 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
It's Supreme Renville. He knocked down that free throw, which is something that we need to, and hopefully our other kids will follow by getting up there doing the same thing. I missed that one, which we needed, but it's time to play defense now. So hopefully we can create a steal.
Pahokee driving up.
Offensive
Short.
rebound. And turn it right back over.
Off the leg, and it's going to go back to Pahokee.
Yeah, we have to learn to control it. We get the rebound, clear the traffic by getting the ball to our outlet guys so we can get the ball up the court.
So getting some defensive pressure. Pahokee working it again. Oh, nice pass inside there. And Morgan.
We got to come up with those balls. We can't give them second chance shots. If we limit them to one shot, and we got to get those defensive rebounds, not let them get offensive rebounds.
Right. So back come the Raiders. Trying to get back in the game. A nice pass inside there. And Burton is fouled. He switched jerseys at this point now.
Yeah, when we went in, he had a little blood on his jersey, so he had to take that one off. That's a rule in part of the game. So we got him a nice clean jersey, and he's out there and competing again.
So number 4 is now number 12. Trying to make good on that free throw. Misses the first.
Yeah, and even before that, as you see, Pahokee came out with pressure, and the kids did exactly what they're supposed to do. We broke the press easily. Burton get a pass. After passing to the middle, attacking the basket, and end up at the foul line and make the second one.
Okay, Pahokee back now. 58-44, a minute left in the third quarter. And the jumper there is good. Nice shot. That was Lewis Barnes. And now it's 62-44 Blue Devils.
Yeah, it was a nice shot by that young man, and we got to do much better on the defensive end. We want to get back into this ball game.
And that is the end of the third quarter. And Coach T, we're going to hear you address your team another time here.
This man got to come over. We have to stay on the aggressive attack mode, okay? We can't pass the ball here and stand here and just wait for the ball back out here. We have to V-cut and cut through, and everybody going to feel, okay? We got to get active.
Okay, so your team is down. This is the kind of the guts time for your team to see if they can make a run here and get back in this thing.
Yeah, we're down at this time, but we know we're still in the ball game, and we know we're capable of coming back. We just got to make sure we cut down on our turnovers and execute on the offensive end, by attacking the basket and playing, Raider basketball. So we'll see whether or not, we're going to be able to pull this out.
Okay, and we'll see by going back to the start of the fourth quarter. Action, Pahokee and Glade Central. And Pahokee with the ball here. Off on the jumper.
There was Tyron Arnett. He normally would make those shots. He's their best perimeter shooter. And but on a night like tonight, we like for him to miss him, just like he did.
All right, a nice effort there, but could not get it to fall, so the ball is going to go back to Pahokee.
So we're setting up in our full court pressure defense here to create some turnovers so we can get some easy buckets here.
Oh, and a foul. Almost got that one.
Yeah, we thought we was going to come up with a steal there, but unfortunately, it was a foul called by the referee, so They're in the 1-1 now.
And that sends Roberson back to the line. He has had a very good game for a young player thus far.
Yeah, yes he has. And he's been doing everything well for his coach over there. And that's the reason why he's out on the court as an 8th grader.
A little traffic going in front of our cameras there under the basket. He makes the second one. It's a tight spot there, as you can see from that shot. And it was a packed house as well, right?
Yeah, everybody came out to watch both teams play. Coach Patrick and myself, we have a lot of love and respect for one another, and people wanted to come out and watch, 2 well-prepared teams, come out and play, so.
We saw a nice putback there by Burden. Pahokee inbounding it, and they get it inside. And that was Renardo Benjamin. It's 66-46 now.
Yeah, we gotta push the pace here a little bit, and if we want to get back into the game. James Blackman with the 3 there, but he gets the rebound and goes back, but then convert on that layup there, which is something that we could have used at that time.
Yep, the little things that can get you back in a game. So Pahokee trying to work off a little clock, knowing that it's their friend.
Finally come up with that defensive rebound and getting out into transition, and Burton pulled up and he was short, but Brian George was there to get that rebound, and the putback, he didn't make the basket, but he ended up getting the foul.
He did get the foul. So to the line he goes, and this is one area I think you would say, Coach, that your team could have gotten a little closer if they would have made substantially more free throws.
Yes,
it would have been a much tighter game here at the end.
Yes, there's those free throws. They've been a problem of ours this entire season.
So here's the 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, you can see Polk is showing a lot of patience on the offensive end and getting exactly what they want. And it's basket like that because you want to run the clock at this time also.
Yep, Lewis Barnes got the layup there. And I think we're going to have game stoppage here pretty soon. Things getting a little wild, a little sloppy.
Yeah.
And Coach T wants to call a timeout.
Now it's a pride thing, okay? There's 4 minutes and 17 seconds. It's a long ball game, okay? You have to play with sense of pride now, all right? You can keep playing for this up here out here, but it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing right now. This is not the ball club. This is not the ball club that we have. We have to stay the course. Hey, defense, you can't lean back. You have to get up and challenge them. Let's go right here, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family.
And that has to be one of the toughest things as a head coach, is to keep your team focused when things are not going so good and time is running out near the end of the game. Because they really can come back here if things go their way a little bit. And in there for the dunk is Burden.
Yes, Devontae Burden. As you can see, he's a very, very athletic young man. And, he's went in there and attacking, elevated, and, throw it down with some authority. And hopefully this will get us going here, get the kids excited, and as you can see, we create a turnover there. So
you see the dunk right here. But 70-49, that's down by 21. That is a big hill to climb.
Yes, it is. But and with this group of kids, it can be done. It can be done. We need a few things to go our way, like that bucket there, and you know, it's a lot of time still left on the clock, but we have to play it on the defensive end.
And the one thing I'll say is, a good sign is your team did not quit down the stretch. They were able to whittle into that 21-point lead.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's a sign that I show the kids that I don't quit coaching on them. You know, regardless of what the score is, you know, I continue to coach and motivate and encourage them. You know, because as their leader, if the kids see you shut it down or you quit on them, then they start to realize, well, what am I playing hard for?
All right, so getting ready to inbound the ball here.
It's Jalik Blackman throwing the ball into Brian George. So what we want to do right now is we want to move the ball. We want to get the ball down. We need our guys to be moved, very active, to break this press so we can attack, catch them out of position, and get some easy baskets.
And that's what's going to happen here, I think. Not on that play.
Well, we got a trap here at the top, tie up. It's a jump ball. The possession error still with Pahokee.
Still with Pahokee.
So what we're in now is we call fire. I mean, we want to play them defensively, baseline to baseline, sideline to sideline. Defense is what's going to get us back in this ball game.
Blue Devils doing a nice job of moving the ball around. Taking off some of that clock. Nice shot there by McFadden.
Brian George with attempt for the layup, but he missed it.
Just over a minute now to go. It is academic here, but try to finish out.
Yeah, and as you can see, the kids are still playing, you know, and that's exactly what I want them to do at this point. Just, hey, continue to play, you know, and finish strong, you know, finish strong, you know, and learn from this.
And Miller adds 2 more there for your Raiders. And getting the ball back here. Oh, missing the dunk.
There's Raheem Alford, he's a sophomore, and like I tell the kids, you know, lay it up and just get the 2 points. You know, it all counts the same. You know, if you put it in the basket, it all counts as 2 points for your team.
And that's the head coach, Kirkpatrick, for Pahokee, who, as we said, did a nice job with his team on this night.
Yeah, Coach, he's been coaching for a long time, you know, and before I got into coaching, he was coaching and you know, just watching. I never was on his coaching staff, but I watch and admire his coaching and learn from him, and he inspired me, you know. And still to this day, he does the same thing, you know, inspired me, and he does a great job with them.
George got another 2 for you there. But this one is going to roll down. 14-13. Have some stoppage here, but Pahokee is going to take the first Muck City Showdown. The final score is going to be 73-59.
And right now, I just want my kids to keep playing, you know, just keep playing and allow the momentum from this game carry over to the next game.
So that's it. There's your final score, 73-59. And afterwards, we're going to have the trophy presentation.
I gotta lose somebody. It gotta be you, my big brother, man. Thank you, Coach. Man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I love you too.
As you can see, Coach Kirkpatrick and I, greeting each other at the end of the game. He inspired me, to get into coaching. So he's a great coach, and my hat goes off to him that night. His ball club came out with the victory, but all in all, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. It was something that started from the beginning when we had the first summer basketball camp. All those kids was involved in that summer basketball camp. And then we did it a second summer, and it grew twice as in number of kids as it did the first summer. And we thought that, hey, we on to something good out here with the kids, and we want to keep it going.
And also, we talked about the MVP trophy. Lonkevious McFadden named the MVP. So 73-59 is our final. What you didn't see was the second game that you played much closer, 68-66 on the losing end, but a pretty good effort by your team there.
Yeah, on that night, the kids came to play, and it came to play. It was a very exciting game. Very exciting game. It was a fans game. Everyone in attendance appreciated the way both teams went out and played. I even had guys coming up to me and saying, hey, man, that is a totally complete different ball club than what we saw in the first game. He said, I know you made some changes, made some adjustments with players and all, but your kids, they done improved, so much. And it was an exciting game from both teams. It went all the way down to the last second.
So I know you want to thank PAL and PBSO for participating in this. And this adds the motivation for your team for next year to get that trophy back.
Yes, absolutely. PAL is just plays a very big, important part in the development of what we're doing out in the Western community with the kids. With the programs that they are bringing out there, the kids are so happy about it, even the parents of the kids. And then the entire community, the entire Tri-City area, South Bay, Pahokee, and Belle Glade, is so excited about what PAL is doing out in the Glades area.
And if folks want to get involved in PAL, how do they do that?
Well, all they have to do is they can give me a call, which I'm the PAL coordinator in the Western community. They can give me a call at 561-329-8322, or they can call my office phone at 561-992-1276. And PAL is a nonprofit organization with a 501c3. We provide free sports education for the youth from ages 7 to 17, boys and girls.
Okay. Thank you, Coach T, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time for the Muck City Showdown. Should be a good one.
Yes.